Okay, Attica City Board of Works and Safety, Tuesday, February 4th, 2025. Go ahead and call the meeting to order. If the clerk would please do roll call.
Mr. Gaylor, Mr. Smart,
Present.
Mayor Grant,
Present.
I'm here, and Mallory's not here. Okay, Mayor.
Have you had a chance to look at the minutes from our previous meeting of January 21st?
I have, and I make a motion we approve.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. There's that. We'll go ahead and move to citizens petitions, and I have Eric Smith from HWC penciled in here. That way you can get done what you need to get done, Eric.
I just got a few updates and really just one thing to take action on.
Thank you.
On the streetscape, I don't have a pay request. They have submitted, and we have tentatively approved final quantities. So there will be a final quantity change order. Now, this is not retainage release. This is just the final quantities that were installed. So I'll probably have that for your second meeting in February. So Joanne, I'll probably be getting that to you maybe next week.
Okay.
The letter I have there for you is we have prepared change order 2. It's basically a deductive change order. It adjusts the final quantities to what was actually placed. And we never did officially take out the work that we pulled from William Charles' contract, which was the limestone seat wall, the things that we pulled back because of the budget. So basically it also zeroes those out. So you can see the change order is a deductive $231,000 because the current contract amount still had all those things in it.
Okay.
So I do apologize. I printed out the wrong version of that change order. So if you guys are comfortable with that deductive change order, I'll get the correct one up to Joanne and she can have you sign it.
Okay.
Then most of the punch list was addressed before bad weather hit. I know they are going to do a walkthrough with Eric and Josh with our company tomorrow to review status of all the punch list items and see what still needs to remain on that. So we'll have an update on that. We're not going to release retainage until all those items are completely addressed. Plus, we still have the parking lot issue, which we did the testing by Patriot. The density, most of those did not meet the requirement of the pavement mix design. And we gave them some initial results. They replied. We've got more comprehensive response that basically says the air, the percent air voids in this was only met by 2 of the test results, and the rest were way out, which means it didn't get proper compaction, and also means that's why you're seeing the open spalling, the open grading at the surface, which, you know, we told them if it visibly looked good, we wouldn't have even went for this additional testing. But because of the visual appearance that we saw, we thought there were issues with how it was rolled and compacted. So I'll copy you all on what I send to them tomorrow with that additional response. I'm going to also request that rather than trade emails, we probably just ought to sit down and talk about this because I'm tired of them refuting it. And basically our position is we're not going to recommend the city pay for it until they address it properly with some sort of remedial work, whether it's milling and redoing the surface course or some sort of fix to the problem. So that's kind of where we're at on that.
Yeah, because I mean, if the compaction isn't right, you're going to have problems regardless. I mean, so
It's
really,
not going
almost,
to get better.
No.
yeah, you might need to almost tear it out and fix the compaction and re-pour it because I mean,
You're going to get moisture that's going to get in there and it's going to pop.
Right.
With freeze and thaw, and even with just letting water get in there and sit. So my transportation guys are confident we've got grounds to push back on this. So we're going to keep doing so until they address it.
Appreciate that.
So that's it on the streetscape. Water project, we did get some good news from the contractor. The new tank, the delivery is improved on that. They're going to have it on site in April. So they asked if we could move up the demolition. If you recall, we were going to take the reservoir out of service, get it demolished, and build the new tank in its place, and then put it back in service. Talked to Eric. We were comfortable if they wanted to start that in mid-February, mid-March, once we're out of the potential for freezing weather. So they said that would work fine. So we're gonna have a coordination meeting before they mobilize on site so that everybody is refreshed on how we take that reservoir out of sight and how the system operates while it's out of service. Essentially, the whole system would then be served off of the elevated tank, which we did that before when we inspected the reservoir. So we've got a process, but we told the contractor it'd be best that everybody refreshes exactly how we do that. So we'll have that, before they come back to the site, and make sure everybody's on board with that.
Well, Eric and I talked offline about it the other day, and we want to make sure that we're all lined up well before they get here too.
Yeah.
We don't want, they'll be here in 3 days and we need to hurry up and get this done. We want to make sure that we're stable, everything's working good.
Yeah, we'll have that meeting well enough advanced so that those steps can be taken before they show
Appreciate
up.
that.
So with that, looks like the new tank ought to be able to be up and running in June. So that's a little earlier than what they were planning. So, and then lastly, Union Street Sewer. The last thing we were waiting on with NDOT was they want us to confirm that the railroad did not have any special requirements about temporary signals. We told them that that's a spur that's very rarely used, but they said they wanted verification from the rail line. Connor in our office was able to talk to them, and the rail line manager said, I think it's acceptable if I just be notified when you're going to do it, and we can manage that without any temporary signals. So that being the case, we're going to finish up our maintenance of traffic plan, submit it to NDOT, and then that should allow them to approve the permit. And then that work could get done in April. And then as soon as the new sewer is in place, we can get it paved and be done, and they can quit pumping. So
Eric won't know what to do with all his time.
I'm sure something else will come up. So that's generally the updates I had. So again, the only action I need is if you guys are in agreement, I'll get the correct change order up, and if you want to give the mayor the authorization to sign that. So,
Have a motion to
Yep.
sign that as written.
Yep, I'll make a motion
With
to
the
sign
changes.
the changes presented by HWC.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Get it to me and I'll sign it and get it back to you. Eric. Thank you.
I should have it up here tomorrow.
Nothing else, Eric? We're good?
All I got.
Okay. Department heads, Mr. Swank.
I don't have anything.
No DPW, no building commissioner, no nothing?
Nothing tonight.
Okay. I did have Susan Fisher come in the other day and she proposed some alternate dates. Did she talk to you?
No.
She said if there were dates for the banners that work better for your crews, for getting those down and up, and move that whole back and forth. Because last year it hit right in the middle of leaf season. And she thought maybe if we did it, like the 1st of October or something, if she had them to us by then, it would give you guys a little bit more breathing room. And I told her I'd talk to you about it, but we can talk more later. Chief Little is not here. Chief Miller is not here. I don't show any unfinished business. New business, utility credits.
Estimating the bill this time.
So there won't be any credits.
Mhm. This will probably be a ton next month once.
I will mention, since we're online here, that I did put out a push notification today that water bills were sent out from our vendor on the 27th of January. That would have been last Monday. And we've had a lot of people call, a lot of people come in that haven't received their water bills, and I don't think anybody's received them. We don't know where they're at. The post office doesn't know where they're at. But the push notification went out saying that if you owe past due balance, that's due by the 10th. Your normal water bill is due by the 20th to avoid late fees. So we've never moved those dates around because of the post office before. And I guess I'm all ears if somebody wants to do that. But
I mean,
if you never got a gas bill in the mail and they shut your gas off, I don't think that you could go to the gas company and say, "Hey, I never got my bill. It's due the 20th of every month."
And the dates are set forth. in
yeah,
the
but they can
city
vary, though,
ordinance.
those prices can vary.
They
Well-
can, but we estimated the bills this time, so it's going to be the same. But if you come in to the clerk's office and ask what your bill is, they can tell you what the bill is and what's.
And if you have an online account, you can get online and look at it. I mean, they have access to it, they just didn't receive the physical bills.
So
I haven't received one either.
I know, nobody
nobody
has.
has.
So we're assuming nobody.
We're
gets the
shutting
bill?
you off.
So we're assuming none of them.
No,
got it?
yeah, as far as we
As
know,
far as we
none of
know,
them have been
nobody's
doing
So
it.
should we
got it.
resend them out? I mean, will the,
Well,
For
Post
$1,000, we can have them resend
We
them.
pay-
well, if you paid for it, what then?
They sent them.
they sent them. The contractor sent the bills out. The post office has lost them.
That the post office needs to.
And how are they,
credit us.
and how are they gonna do that? Are you gonna, is the
We-
post office gonna write us a check for $1,000?
Or we resend it for free. I mean, do they? credit
No,
us?
the company, the company we use charges us $1,000 to send them out.
But that includes postage.
Right.
But I guess my point is that I don't know where else you could go or what other utility would say, oh, well, if you never got your bill, I guess we won't shut you off, or we're not gonna charge you a late fee. We sent the bills out, they went to the post office.
Well, and the
Not a
bills,
good situation.
I said the bills that are on the disconnect list were received. They didn't receive the red disconnect card, but I mean, they received the
Okay.
bills. The bills that were
Last
due
one.
January 20th were received. And those were the ones that are set for disconnect, ones that weren't paid by the due date of January 20th.
Okay.
The ones right now, if they don't pay, they don't get the ones now, they won't be on disconnect until March,
Okay.
because they're due
So
February
hopefully they'll get
20th.
them here in the next few
Right.
days, but we've called the post office, we being Nancy called the post office
Mhm.
today, and they said we have no way to track them.
But you think people eventually get them? Yeah.
We hope they
Who
will.
knows?
There's a lot of
Yeah.
people, if it's not seen, they don't realize
Right.
they even
No,
have it.
you're right.
That's why I put
That's
out,
not, I'm kind of that way. If I don't get in the mail, it's not in front of me. I don't even give it two thoughts.
Right,
Dang.
yeah.
so it kind of puts the city in a bad position,
Real bad,
but
yeah.
but on the other hand, we mailed them out, and as normal, the contractor mailed them out as normal. So
We're assuming that hopefully they'll show up, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Well,
How late are they? I mean, normally are they?
they
several-
should have been delivered last week, the end of last week,
Nobody's seen anything.
right? I guess at the first March meeting, if bills haven't been received by then and there's a lot of late fees, the Board of Works, you guys could
Wait them.
waive the late fees.
we could talk about that
Yeah.
at the next meeting.
Mhm. See if they've come yet. At the
I
second Board of
just want
Works.
everybody to be aware, and I'm trying to raise awareness here because I put it on our Facebook page. I put out a push notification today to everybody that has the app on their phone that here's when your bills are due. And there's a problem with the post office. They don't know where the bills are at, but we didn't mail them. We've done everything that we should do.
Right. You said access them. You can access them online.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
All you have to do, you can do it through the app or you can do it through the website. You just click on the bill pay option and you set up an account, and then you can access your entire history, all your bills, all your payments. You can
Okay.
access
I didn't
all
know.
of it. Mhm.
You have to get a login. and everything?
Yeah, you have to set up a login, and you
Okay.
also have to have an email on your utility account.
Okay.
So if you want to set up an online account, check with us to make sure we have an email,
Okay.
on your account, because that will be your login.
Okay.
And then it's really easy to set up, and it's
Okay.
really, you can even now, I'm not sure how it got fixed, but you can even pay your bill through the Attica
Yeah.
Connect app. You can pay it online through the website, but you can also pay it through the Attica Connect app, which is really handy.
Yeah.
It was broken at one point, and we were testing it just a few weeks ago, and it is working now.
Joanne actually paid her bill online.
Yeah,
Nice.
accidentally. I was trying to show them that it wasn't working and accidentally
Worked.
paid it.
So anyway, I just wanted to
Okay.
bring that to everybody's attention. So no utility credits this time. Payroll ledger,
Everything looks to be in order, Joanne?
Yes.
Okay, I'll make a motion, we approve.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
My pen's not working.
There you go, Lenny. I've got an extra. Because Andy's going to need that again to sign something else.
Yeah, I told you.
You're right.
Oh, it's taking my good
Oh,
pen.
come on.
So you're giving him
I love good
my good
pens, you know.
pen.
Disconnects.
I'll make a motion, we approve disconnects.
There are 19 pages of disconnects
Are you on there, Andy?
today.
What's that?
Are you on there?
I hope not. I didn't get my bill, so there's a good chance.
You got your,
I'm
you got your
the one
January
that
bill.
had disconnect on it.
If I am, I got a good excuse.
Have a motion?
Yep.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Disconnects are approved. Claims.
Has everybody had a chance to look at claims?
I did. I didn't see anything that jumped out at me that
Me
we
either.
shouldn't pay or is not a legitimate cost.
So I'll make a motion, we approve claims.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Did you bring a copy of the Baker Tilly service agreement? We were gonna run
No,
by
I
that.
thought you did. I thought
No,
you,
I didn't.
I can go get that.
I've got it on here. If you want to get it
Sure.
approved tonight, we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, I can go grab
It
it.
was on the agenda.
I can go grab it.
That's just got me wondering if I am on here. You know? She tried to drop a hint there.
You to the front.
Top of the list.
Heck, yes.
We've already talked about this Baker Tilly service agreement, Andy, but basically it just allows them to do the standard workforce. I think that there was a cap on it for like $20,000, but don't quote me on that till we see it here. But well, that's one good thing about having the automatic bill pay set up for your water bill. I mean, you don't have to worry about not getting your bill in the mail or any of that.
Right. Well, it's kind of nice to see usage. If something's a little irregular, it's nice to be able to catch it.
And most of these are usually paid, I say there's 19 pages of them, but most of them are usually paid by the time it comes a day to turn them off. What do you end up with, Eric? Maybe a dozen at the most?
Yeah, usually anywhere between 10 and 20.
The bad part is, if you get one of these, it probably means that you accrued late charges. So you're paying money that you wouldn't normally have to pay. So having it set up on automatic payment
Yeah,
takes care of that.
I'll have to get on there. I didn't even realize that was an option.
There you go, Mayor.
Oh, thank you, Joanne.
There were two attachments. I didn't look at them. I just printed them.
Yeah, I've already read through these, Andy, if you wanna look around. It's, there's quite a bit to it. If I remember right, there is a cap
You're good to go.
on the amount for the deliverables that are listed. Now, we may ask them to do something that's outside of this contract that will cost more money, but
Yeah, you should have the final plans.
I said, that is just the contracted services. I mean, there are services that aren't contracted, they're just on an as-needed basis. I mean, the city uses Baker Tilly for a lot of different things.
we used them on the downtown streetscape project, and
We've used them on the fire territory and the GO bonds, and, I mean, they're used for a lot of different, a lot of different non-contracted services.
Yep.
But this is specifically for the contracted.
the one you have there, does that show the dollar amount?
Yep. Shows, well, it shows hourly rate.
But I thought there was a not to exceed.
Let me look at it real quick. I didn't even look at it. Because I don't sign it.
Not exceed $20,000.
I thought it was
Okay,
$20,000, yeah.
I'll give that back to you then.
So that is there if, just for normal everyday things, but if we ask them to do something like the streetscape or something, that's in addition.
It's not part of the financial plan.
So if you're okay with it, make a motion and I'll go ahead and sign that. Joanne, I made this statement while you were gone, but I want to make sure I'm right. If you're listed on this 20 pages of delinquents, does that means you accrued late charges probably?
Yes, late charges are applied on
So-
the 21st.
So to avoid late charges, if you were set up for the automatic payment, that wouldn't happen.
Correct. If you're set up for the
So-
automatic payment, those payments, the automatic payments are drafted on the 20th or on the next business day if that's not on a working
I
day.
mean, I understand, I see people come in all the time that can't pay their entire bill at once, and I get that, but if you can do that, it behooves you to set up the automatic payment so you don't get the late charges
Correct.
applied. Okay, I just want to make sure I had that right in my
No,
mind.
you were right.
Okay, I'll make a motion. We approve the utility financial management report from Baker Tilly and the engagement letter agreement related to the services.
I'll second. All in favor?
All right.
Aye. Motion passes. And I will go ahead and sign that right now, Joanne, so
Okay.
you can
Do I need to witness it or is it just you? It's just you.
just me.
They submitted plans.
That's why you get paid the big bucks.
Yeah.
Now I can go ahead and scan it and email it back tomorrow.
Good. Thank you. Miscellaneous business, I don't have anything else. Our next meeting is Tuesday, February 18th at 5 PM. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion. We adjourn.
All second, all in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Okay.